sincerely apologize to keep you waiting. Now, to clear everything up, we shall
welcome for Senator Mergy. Once again, let us first welcome for Senator Mergy F. Pastor from the Sandigan Party.
Maayong, maayong lasal kaninyong tanan. Time strand. I am running for senator under the Sandigan Party. Objective is alongside with the Sandigan Party's platforms. It is to strengthen the Balay Balay program by enhancing student is being supported difference in our community. Together, we make an inclusive community that celebrates the potential
Mayang Lasal. I am Red Crystal Idorias and I am running for Student Council Senator. Why? Because I believe we can make LaSalle University an even better university. My vision is simple yet powerful. To transform our already remarkable LaSalle into an even stronger and more vibrant community by organizing events that bring us upon. Together, we can elevate LaSalle to new heights and making it not just an institution. So LaSallians, I stand before you not just a candidate, but as a passionate member of the LaSallian community who, be- who, who we can believe we can strive for a better future. Thank you.
Up next, for grade school governor, TJ Andre R. Omiso.
To be running for the position of lower grades governance under the Sandigan Party. And I am excited about the chance to make our school an even better place. If elected, I promise to listen to your ideas and work hard to bring them to life. Whether it's improving our school events, creating more opportunities, or just making sure we all have a voice, I'm here to make all that happen. I'd be honored to have your support and let's work together to make our school the best it can be. Muli, ako si TJ Angie R. Unisol, ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
up next for grade 7 governor. We have Carly Rochelle Fuentes, an independent candidate.
and in I am committed to making sure that every student valued, welcome, respected, included, represented, and heard.
It is important that everyone feels they fully belong, can be their authentic selves, contribute to our collective success, and have a voice that matters. Thank you.
Up next, for grade 8 governor, Anya Francesca from the Sandigan.
Anya Francesca W. Cartagenas, a grade 8 student from Brother Anton Heitman FSC, running for the position of grade 8 governor with the Sandigan Party. I am very compassionate when it comes to leadership, and if elected to this position, I am dedicated to prioritizing mental health and unity and creating an environment where everyone feels heard and empowered. Once again, I'm Anya Francesca W. Cartagenas, running for grade 8 governor. Thank you.
Up next, for grade 9 governor, we have Edgar Benedict Aguinaldo from the Sandigan Party List.
To my fellow Lasallians and esteemed panelists, good afternoon. I am Edgar Benedict V. Aguinaldo, a grade 9 student from Brother Justin Lucian FSC, running under the Sandigan Party for the position of grade 9 governor. I am confident that I can be a helpful and impactful governor for my grade level because I believe that in the Student Coordinating Council are one, the consistent observance, fostering the society, and three, the improvement of students' time management. In the Sandigan Party, we aim to cultivate student-initiated activities and reignite leadership. We can make these visions into reality and not just a dream. Ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng inyong pangailangan. Thank you.
Up next, for grade 10 governor, Jimaya D. Villanueva from the Sandigan Party.
Maayong asal kaninyong tanan. I desire to be your grade 10 governor so that you can be the person you desire to be. To finding and proposing simple activities that will bring out your inner potential.
Envision a community where every students use their abilities for a good cause. I am Himaya Villanueva, the Sandigan ng Pangalangan. Thank you.
Up next, 11 AV, Alisa from the Sandigan Party.
I am Eliza Bintulan, and I am running for the Student Council this year. I believe that I have the vision, leadership, and dedication needed.
As a student leader, I have the opportunity to be a
voice for
inclusivity, work with administrators
to create a school environment that is safe, engaging, and supportive for all students. And I believe that I have the skills and try to do just that. Together, we can create a school and a community that we can all be proud of. Once again, I am Eliza Bintulan under the Sandigan Party running for ABM Governor, your kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
11 governor, Alexander from the
Mayong Lasal. I am Leo Alexander D. Gumer, running for the position of Grade 11 STEM Governor in the 2024 to 2025 Gubernatorial and Special Senatorial elections under the Sandigan Party with a vision to create a community that embodies the three core values of Lasal. As Helen Keller wisely said, alone we can do this campaign to be centered around environmental awareness and its effect on our community. I plan to advocate for strengthened environmental awareness and align them with Sandigan's platforms. By doing this, we will be able to inspire a new generation of leaders to advocate for strengthened environmental awareness. Thank you.
Up next, For grade 11 Humes Governor, we have Nerlin Carmel Destina from the Sandigan Party.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nerlene Charm Camarada, and I'm running for the position of Humes Governor. As a person deeply passionate
I believe our collective voices
to bring about meaningful change, my goal is to ensure that every student feels valued, supported, and empowered to ensure their personal and academic growth. Together, we can create a community where creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking thrive. With your support, we can achieve great.
For grade 2 ABM Governor, Danilo G. Mirafuentes from the Sandigan Party.
Good day, I am Paul Danilo Jr. Fuentes, an aspiring student leader running for the position of governor for my strand, ABM 12. I am eager to lead, inspire, and serve not only for my strand, but also for the entire student body. Alongside Sandigan's platforms, I am a firm believer that collaboration and innovation, as well as student activism, is key to positive change in our school. Alongside that, I am a firm believer that with these platforms, we can enhance personal development as well as academic growth.
To your opinions, questions, and your problems to better our school. Once again, I am Paul Danilo G. Fuentes, ang iyong kasandigan sa panahon ng
Up next, for grade 12 STEM Governor, we have Mario Jose El Marabe from the Sandigan Party.
Maayong lakal sa inyong tanan. My name is Mario sa El Marabe, coming from the grade 12 STEM 2 Med, running for the grade 12 STEM Governor position. I believe that as students, we are at the forefront of innovation. And with this, we need a further supportive guide our. So with this, my mission can be abbreviated with the word LIFE: leadership, inclusion, fitness, and engagement. With this, I plan to implement different types of activities that involve with fitness, physical fitness, mindfulness. We can science. Additionally, I will advocate to the enhancement of student-initiated activities and school-wide activities such as STEM Week or Buwan Wika. With this, I believe that this is very important with our Lasallian experience. So with this, I plan to implement my new ideas and innovations with this. My name is Marisa El Marave, and thank you for listening.
Next, for grade 12 Humes Governor, Mark John Rayo Maghanoy from the Sandigan Party.
Good day, my fellow Lasallians. My name is Mark John Rayo P. Maghanoy, and I stand before you today as a candidate of the governor of the grade 12 Humes Strand. A good friend of mine once said, a student leader is not only measured by their capability to lead, but by their willingness to serve. Hence, to best cater to the students, my platforms are abbreviated as the 3 C's: to create, to cultivate, and to contribute. To create humanities-centered activities that focuses on unraveling students' creativity and passion. To cultivate future leaders and future members of society by reintroducing the professionals for a day activity. And lastly, to contribute to the transformation of society through community-initiated activities to
further
and and healthy ecosystem. Once again, my name is Mark John Rio P. Maghanoy, running for Humes 12 Governor at ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
And for the Governor, Ms. 𝐾𝐞 𝐀 Reyes, an independent candidate.
Good day, mga Kalasalyano. Good day, panelists.
I'm Senatorial
candidate for the TVL strand. I would be delighted to help lead the Lasallian community with my fellow candidates in means of valuing and respecting everyone, removing barriers to inclusivity, especially in the deaf community, and promoting diverse representation
individual. Thank you.
Thank you, LaSallian student leaders, for your wholehearted and inspiring speeches. This time, let us proceed to the second segment of the forum, which is the Tanong at Tugon, a Q&A session with the panelists.
The candidates will draw a panelist from a bowl. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes to answer each question. Each candidate will receive one question from their chosen. Start. So your panel member is Mr. Christopher Noronio. Mr. Christopher, you may ask your questions.
Good afternoon. Someone mentioned about inclusivity,
Yes.
especially amongst our deaf community.
Yes.
Inclusivity. Again, what steps can you propose in order to promote inclusivity in school?
Okay. The steps that I can promote in order to inclusivity, especially to community, and abbreviated into two. First is especially address the needs of our deaf community in order for them to engage and actively in our student-initiated activities. And actually, sir, before I decided to run for this position, I asked a friend of mine. She is a deaf. She's in the deaf community. I asked her that, do you have any concern regarding the student-initiated activities? She said that actually it is fine, man. It is the Lasallian community gave us enough opportunities to actively participate, and she also mentioned that the students are in the deaf community are actually they would like to engage in an activity where they would like dili sila ma-forcer. They just want to kining musulod na sila ng activity because they feel that they want to engage in that activity. And the second step would be by giving them that right to enter that activity and enjoy themselves. Thank you.
Yes, Miss. Sorry. Your panel member will be Miss Kimberly Jean Ayay.
Hey there. Good afternoon, Red. Good afternoon, Miss. Yeah. Okay, so I've heard your introduction that one of your activities, right? Okay, so my question, very simple question for you is that, can you share a time when you have demonstrated
I can demonstrate that. In grade 5, I was actually president for my section, and I was and tried every single one of my classmates in any of their needs and engaging in anything they needed for help for. And actually, most of them actually didn't really need that much help from me because most of them were actually really smart. But I tried showing much of my leadership from my classmates and every single one of them.
Up next, grade school. Your panel member is Kimberly.
Good afternoon, TJ. So you're running for a board position, right? Very happy you as great leaders soon. Okay, so my question is, what really motivated you to run for this position? What do you do?
Do you know that someone who really motivated me to run for governor is my cousin that is encouraging and is really encouraging me to run because I think I am a leader and a respectful leader. I can achieve more as a leader.
Up next, for grade 7 governor, Carly Rochelle Fuentes, you may now choose your panel member.
Sorry. Sir Marlon.
Okay. Since you belong to the junior high school department, as a leader, what do you think is you belong in the junior high school department? What do you think is the biggest problem that you can see in the junior high school department that you as a leader can actually solve?
What's the question?
Yes. Since you belong in the junior school department, what was the biggest right part in your department that you can actually solve as a leader or being in a position? How can you solve it? Nakita niyo mga problema dito siya sa ato ang inyong department, which is ang junior high school department.
I feel like the biggest problem right now for junior high schoolers is stress. How people stressed is possibly to just give them 5 minutes or a break like that to help them cool down a bit, and then 1 hour we can meet, then we can talk about it, and then we can solve the problem, so everything will be okay now, and so that no stress will happen and no bad things will happen to the junior high school or the other senior high school, grade school. So that's how I will deal with that.
Next up, for grade 8 governor, Anya Francesca Cartaginas, you may now choose your panel from the box.
Good afternoon. As observed, our students do not anymore clean their classrooms, right? Instead, we have personnel to do it for you. Okay?
In my opinion, it's not good for students to leave any mess in their classroom, because classroom is considered their second home, and it reflects on them and how they treat their own home as a member of their family. For the cleaners of the just because they are in charge of cleaning, usually us saying that, oh, you have someone, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I have someone to do it for me.
that shows that you are not independent enough. The junior high school department, that means you are not responsible enough to be part of junior high school. Thank you.
What steps can you propose in order to help maintain the cleanliness in the school campus?
As LaSallians, we should follow 𝐦𝐿𝐴. There would be more rules. Students more able to observe. So, for that, we are small science.
Up next, for grade 9 Governor Edgar Benedict Aguinaldo, you may now proceed to pick your panel member in the box. Anyo.
Good afternoon. Okay. It is a reality that air-conditioned coolants contains chlorofluorocarbons, and it is a contributory factor for the depletion of the ozone layer. Okay? Now, LSU is converting a lot of their classrooms into air-conditioned classrooms. You are having class. Student leader advocating for the environment. What is your stand about this one?
Well, my stand about our rooms being air conditioned, as it is a bit, it is destroying our environment. I feel, but also because I enjoy the air conditioned classrooms. But as this is continuing to destroy our environment, this problem could be minimized by at least not using air cons and I think electric fans as it was. Yes.
For Governor 𝐷, you may now choose your panel from the box.
Good afternoon. Okay, so I think one of your platform is the Hangad Talento, right? Okay, so now how can you help these junior high students share also their talents or talents to
in Hangad Talento, a community where everyone use their abilities and skills for a good cause. In the Hangad Talento, we will work together well. We will work together with house clubs. We will work together with. We will promote Hangad Talento students of university homeroom schedules, and by that we can the community will more about Talento. And they will be encouraged to join more in clubs such as debate or sports. And with their talents will be recognized by learning more about their fundamentals.
Can I? Hello once again. This is Mr. Wishley. And I believe that, and I think that I should be asking this question because you're coming from grade 10 year level. And your platform centered on Hangad Talento, correct? And this is really a challenge. How can you inspire with specific steps or measures or specific mechanisms for those students in grade 10 or other junior high school students? Also, we would like to include a senior high that have the to unleash their talents because they believe that the school has already chosen dancers. For example, students are already there. How about those that are not really showing themselves? Because you may relate that, but there are that are mechanisms to inspire them, especially also Hangad Talent leadership that comes to student leaders that nobody asked. So what are your specific mechanisms for that?
Firstly, I will work together with class mayors as it is implemented in every class. Next, maybe a Google documentation or any type of, not documentation, but form for their questions like, what do you want to do in life? And with the results of those forms, really what is in life. And thirdly, I mention again Hangad Talento, because in Hangad Talento, it is not a club, it is more of like a personalized learning system that everyone can go through without fearing backlash from the higher ups. And we can
just the it's you knowing in specific classrooms, they don't have control over their classmates. That leads to the question, your specific measures. Like for example, in Ronan, in my class, I believe that's one of the sections that you would like to serve as grade 10 representative. I have seen a lot of potentials there. Really the how specific ways just by settling on the mayors only. And then the Google Forms afterwards. All the results are gathered. So what now?
So after all the forms are gathered, we can sectionize manato siya and what they want to do in life. What their aspirations to be and what their aspirations are.
Aspirations is too big.
Inspiration.
Diba you're telling about 10 aspirations, that's too huge. So what is your target in that specific program of yours? Talent, dream, whatnot. Using now.
My vision sa program is where their skills and abilities for a good cause. Sir. So we could there are, as I mentioned, there are homeroom activities, and with those we can, and like not every day, but example, there will be a specific day for singing and I can like the students man, sir. The students can like show their potential even though scared sila. But if scared sila, the advisor kan muna sila close and di sila mahadlok sa backlash sila. So to sum up, there will be homeroom activities that will
like singing, dancing.
Sir, writing, sir.
Alright.
Writing. There will be implement or last 2 weeks, like what are your study habits? And ako ang Hangad Talento more siya like that in other activities, dancing.
Without coordinating to the Student Government Council?
With coordination, sir.
Correct. That is what I was looking for because it seems that it's an independent program. Remember that you're working for the council and really simplify your program. Because if you do it, remember what you have said earlier, you're from what party? Sandigan meaning collective. You do not work alone. You need those senior officers so that the will actually wait to tap to for you. Because that is a given to student leader. That I'm very convinced your program a big round of that.
Next, ABM Governor Eliza G. Bentula, proceed to panel from
You belong in the grade 11 ABM, right? Okay. Now, ABM, the students facing is that they're always struggling and offers clamoring for a lot of works in the canvas. Now, how can you actually help those students who are clamoring for their procrastination on doing the canvas? How, as student leaders, how can we build a community where canvas is not seen as
Do you have experience
yes.
with us already? Do you
Okay, but yeah, but to the question, seeing of course there are a lot of activities that are posted in the canvas. Sometimes it overwhelms students. How can platform and an activity that can really help students to be empowered in answering the canvas and not see it as a threat in their academic journey? Yes.
Thank you for that question, sir. And as for me, as a transferee student here in LaSalle University, I would encourage people, specifically to tap those who came from first. Specifically, our teachers, speak up for your voice, speak up for your visitor, and say in a minute, like what could possibly be the outcome of if I open Canvas? What could other ways or methods can I tap for other inclusion for having this Canvas account? And as what Sir Marlon said, that how can you yourself? How can you to see Canvas burden for me? We have that mindset that well, how can I do it when in fact that I am a transfer student here at LaSalle University. So I just in 5 attainable words wherein smart, specific, measurable, realistic, and be in a time.
Does that apply to Canvas? Does that mean the Canvas activities do not have that? Not specific.
To be specific, I see Canvas as, for me, myself, I did not see it as a burden for myself because I see it as an inspiration, as a motivation for me to learn something, not just to learn ahead and to learn every detail that teacher would teach us. Every time I'm good, like teach in front of our class, that can explanation where I can expand, can our vision and provision to learn something on that being gihatag sa ato as a teacher. And then Canvas could help us more motivated and inspired and something new, explore something upon the discussion given to us by the teacher. Thank you.
For grade 11 𝐿𝐴𝐿EXANDER, you now choose your
panel is Sir Wishley Hale.
Before I will ask a question to the leader in front of me, I believe that standing there is already a manifestation of bravery, commitment, and serve. And I believe you deserve a big round of applause for that. Thank you. I'm a type of a panelist that would really center my question on issues that are transpiring or taking place in our university or in our school. And there are a lot of ways that our student coordinating council has undertaken in order to boost the enrollment of our school, right? The videos, the testimonials, they ask students who are already part of the community, the debater, the writer, and so on. That was a unique initiative to encourage more students to enroll here. And that's the reality decline of enrollment, particularly in the basic education unit. And that would actually lead to my question, apart from the student government or student coordinating council initiatives like videos, like posting infographics, what are your specific ways or mechanisms to somehow magnet more people to be part of the community through enrollment?
One of the ways I would be able to address problems such as this is to show how what LaSalle offers.
In what the videos are taken, the infographics, your mechanisms.
To answer, mostly people really believe in talks, mga gossips about other
Gossips?
people. I can not gossips, kanang opinions on some people. I believe in our school.
So you would like to encourage people on the grounds of opinions only, not verified information? Take note, we are a school. We need some facts.
We can. We should be able to boost our
enrollment through
showing what we can offer that other schools can't. Because if we can offer what the students want, sir, they would be
like
such as there are specific subjects here that other schools do not have, such as robotics and ICT.
Others, are you sure? How about Jimenez? They offered such subjects. So you're specifically, are you going to just talk, record yourself, or web social media?
It would be
leader specific.
Be able to I would boost social media accounts, sir, such as students who
internet.
Mostly Facebook. Most people are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Correct.
We should boost our.
Aren't you going to post the achievements that you had?
Yes, we will.
Were you actually specific robots?
I will show them how what experiences LaSalle has given me and what education I have learned in LaSalle
through social media. That's specific. Thank you.
Now for the grade 11 UMS governor, Nerlin Charm Carmel Desena. Please, you may now proceed to choose your
Hello, good afternoon. Part of the social social sciences strand, and this strand offers diverse needs in being aware of what is happening. As a future leader yourself, how can we actually empower other individuals to be more? Because nowadays, as you can see, most of you here don't have any competitors. So how can we encourage other leaders to actually become part and to be part of to be a leader? So how can you encourage other students to be a leader?
For me, sir, I can encourage to become a leader by giving how they're able to express themselves and show them that leading not only serving but also making the community and our society into a better place, and making sure that we are just leaders that are leading our society, but we are also hearing the voices of other people who aren't in the system of the people who are oppressing them to speak. Oh, thank you.
Next, for Governor Danilo from the box.
Very much happy that you chose to serve your life of the school.
Yes, sir.
Be very important. I'd like to cite the 1987 Philippine Constitution, Article 7, the Executive Department section. The qualifications are only the qualification of a president, the highest leader in the nation, were just two. We have if you are a natural born citizen and at the same time a registered voter. So those are the only two qualifications. And many Filipinos have felt that clamor that Philippines deserves better, rather not just a registered voter, or even though, or they just know how to write or how to read, and they believe that qualification very simple-minded, or perhaps we can say mediocre. Would you like to also have the change of that in terms of the qualifications here in our school for those students who are running? Do we need academic qualifications to somehow uplift the quality of leaders do we have? Is there a need to submit a particular TOR or a list of grades in order for one to be allowed to run? Or academic qualifications is the only basis to make a quality group of leaders?
I think, sir, educational background does play a crucial role in proving yourself that you're worthy to lead. But for me also, sir, it is your passion to lead that will inevitably come out. And I also believe that self-confidence plays a crucial role in being a leader.
So saying, Paul, is passion is higher compared to qualification. So it's okay not to have a specific...
No, sir. What I'm saying is that alongside the qualifications, you must be passionate about what you're doing.
So it should be equal,
yes, sir.
Not higher.
Yes, sir. So along that, sir, with those qualifications, we should focus on what we want to change in our society in order for us to progress. Yes.
Change your community. Should be the whenever we have that qualification, academic qualification, like you should have a cut-off for the grades. What does that do in terms of our leaders? And be away from idealism, because we are still in the process of doing something good, but not that very big, correct?
Yes, sir.
Little efforts, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, what on that will do?
For me, sir, question.
Diba, about passion,
Yes, sir.
correct? And then, with the passion comes with equal love for academic background.
Yes, sir.
And what will happen to the nation or to the society that you were talking about? Just focus on LaSalle.
For me, sir, in LaSalle, should focus on the qualification, the passion. Also, what we believe in is positive for our community.
Thank you for that.
For grade 12 STEM Governor, Mario Jose Almarave, you may now proceed to pick your panel from the box.
Good afternoon, Mario. As we always say in our Lasallian education and our tagline, we always say we lead and we reshape the futures. Now, as a product of course, for how many years you have been in LaSalle already, do you think, or do you see yourself after your senior as a leader, or will become a leader, or will lead something, an organization when you go in college? Or can you see the Lasallian leadership, or the support, or the experience you had here at LaSalle? Is it worthy or worthwhile experience?
So I believe that here in LaSalle we do teach, or we do reshape our futures, and then with that, in my experiences here in LaSalle, leadership has always been a very crucial part. And then those activities or these experiences we had in LaSalle does help me and become a leader, and then it does help me become a better version of myself. It does help people around me. It is the really work to become a leader around me. It's also really important. While reshaping or yes,
what you have in helping you become the leader that you will be in the future, or the leader you are here. Yes,
If we have time, we could actually ask for specifics, because I know you have plans, and that's correct, because it's not all about beautiful, it's also about both of those experiences. The
Up next, for grade 12 Hume's Governor, Mark-Jan Maghanoy. You may now choose your panelists from the box. Emol.
Okay. Hi, Mark. Basically, in LaSalle, we always say we are up for inclusivity. And the question is, are we really in school? Are we really in that stage of inclusivity? In many terms that we are talking about inclusivity, are we really inclusive? And as a leader, how can we promote inclusivity?
I want to ask, sir, by what aspect do you mean inclusivity, sir?
Everything. Yeah.
We claim to be inclusive.
Because we claim to be inclusive, and we don't just not
how inclusive are we?
Yeah, how inclusive are we? And if you can say that we're inclusive, in what aspect are we inclusive? Yeah, okay, we're always claiming we're inclusive. So I keep on wondering, inclusive nga part. Yes.
Thank you for your question, sir. I believe, sir, we are inclusive community of the science. I've been observing since our is actually our student government has actually been advocating for the inclusivity of our LGBTQ community, and of course, since our
Really, in basic education, LGBTQ.
I don't know, not in our education, sir.
Question basic inclusivity. Go back to that question.
I've observed, sir, that the SSG has pushed for the inclusivity of the LGBTQ community in our quarters, sir. I've seen them firsthand since after the COVID, their advocations and their pushes to strive for a more inclusive community, and of course for our deaf community as well. They've also our faculty, our staff, and our students are also open to the presence of our deaf community, sir. Seeing as we've also advocated and strived for symposiums, events, as well as advocations for Filipino sign language. I've participated in a Filipino Sign Language Symposium, and of course, I'm actually friends with a few deaf students, and I'm actually neighbors with one of them. I've been communicating with them, and I've actually what the struggles have actually been like. I've seen sometimes there may be misunderstood by students because of their lack of ability to speak. But I believe, sir, it doesn't really stop them from expressing their true intentions towards other people, sir, towards the students. So I actually believe that LaSalle is trying to be an inclusive community.
But it's not yet, because your verb is trying. Are we really? Because your answers are actually inclusive already. But your phrasing of the answer starts with trying. So which is which? Mr. Mark.
I believe, sir, that though it is already in its early stages of being an inclusive community, because the initiative that we've implemented from our deaf community, and actually see that in our current day and age.
How do you say sorry in their language? If you attended the seminar, how do you say sorry in deaf language?
Or
put into the sign language.
Actually,
you forgot?
I forgot, sir, but I know how to say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, good morning, and good afternoon.
Okay. That's enough. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
But not grade the Governor 𝐾𝐞 de los Reyes. You may now proceed to pick your panel.
You know, the COVID-19 forced the educational system to take a big leap. You know, both were in, we look systems wherein we could still continue interactions, right? Now, as a matter of fact, LSU's blend flex learning and always as a student leader, how do you think you could be able to promote safe virtual spaces wherein everybody's rights, is respected, and you will be able to see responsibility? Thank you, this Kia.
Thank you for the question, sir. For me, sir, from that question alone, I can promote a healthy blend flex learning through using the LSU Gmail that was handed to the school. I think that's one of the biggest safe. It gives us safety, especially it's a personal account given to the school, which we are using for the safety, especially on online classes. When kaya itong online classes, sir, non-LSU Gmail accounts are allowed to go into the classroom. So I think that's one of the biggest safest way of promoting Landax learning.
Okay. Do you believe that here in LSU, students experience safe and virtual, safe virtual spaces, learning spaces? Yeah.
From what my experience and with my class before, there was an incident where one person was trying to go inside our virtual classroom, which they weren't using any electronics. By that, the teachers investigated it, and they come to a conclusion it wasn't anyone from our school. So I think that's one of the safest ways to answer, to verify that using LSU accounts is very safe.
Do you feel that you are respected in your online interactions, Kia?
In online interactions, sir, can I ask if it's school related?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, because teachers are not suggested na are others online with respect. They for the late unexpected message. I think it's one of the ways to respect a person.
You will promote Kia to the student body.
Sir.
That was an enlightening and impactful Q&A session. Into our third segment, we will now be having
Candidates.
The candidates will be given 10 seconds to think and prepare to raise their placards to state their respective stand on the said issue. Candidates will not be allowed to reason out or further explain their answers.
Candidates. So let's now begin with our first statement. Our first statement.
I see some qualified yeses, mostly qualified yeses and yeses, but and no nos. So, next question. Do all students have equal opportunities to improve their skills through the activities and services provided by the Student Coordinating Council?
It's mostly qualified yes and
More qualified no.
Next.
Proceeding with the next question. Should recess breaks be extended?
Some says no and some says yes.
Yeah. Should there be more time allocated for students to explore hobbies after school in addition to academics? Mostly yes and none no's.
Next. Are there enough ways for students to voice their ideas and concerns?
I will repeat the title.
Are there enough ways for students to voice their ideas and concerns?
It's a good thing that we see no no's here. Be allowed to propose changes to the dress code.
Some says yes and some says no.
I see most no's. I wonder why. But let's proceed to the next question.
Has the Student Coordinating Council and the school provided enough additional support for students who are struggling academically? It's half between qualified no and qualified yes.
Next question. Do you think the hybrid setup of combining both face Okay, it's great to see.
Proceeding with the next question. Should students with pending cases involving major offenses such as cheating, bullying be allowed to run for the student? Mostly are qualified no, but some answers qualified yes. I wonder why.
Should membership in a club or most no. One qualified yes. Okay.
And that's all. Thank you very much, candidates. Moving forward to our fourth segment, which is the Tale of Lasaliano. In this segment, the audience members have also prepared a series of questions for the candidates.
The live Q&A session will feature bona fide students of LaSalle University, Ozanes City. The student body may submit their questions at any time during the live session, and these questions will be selected later in the segment. Candidates will have the freedom to answer any questions within a 1-minute time limit.
To indicate their intention to respond, candidates are required to raise their hands. Judiciary will then select 5 questions from the audience members. For our first question, it is from Ms. Ginaling Protestas. As a community leader.
Okay, let's have you. Yeah, you.
Can you repeat the...
How will you build connections, trust, and strengthen the community as a student leader?
I can build trust and yes, with their community as student leader by showing it, just showing it, and speaking with them and just communicating. Because this is to build with who you truly are and being transparent with your community. It shows that who they really want to be with and to know like so who the leader who is serving us and their rights.
Thank you so much for answering. What about you? Raise your hand. Can you repeat the question?
How will you build connections, trust, and strengthen the community as a student leader?
One thing about us humans in general is that the internet is one way for us to connect with each other. So in that case, social media is a very strong way to help us connect and help them and convince them that we are trustworthy enough.
Thank you so much. Anyone? How about the other one who raised their hand earlier?
Repeat the question first.
Can you repeat the question?
How will you build connections and strengthen the community as a leader?
I believe that human beings are naturally social beings. So, community, understand, and of course, as Lasalians, we should look at both sides of the coin. Understand, and we should put ourselves on the shoes of others, and of course, understand where they're coming from. To be an effective community of learners, to be an effective community of Lasalians, we should band together and be united as one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer. Would anyone want to answer the question?
Can you repeat the question?
How will you build connections, trust, and strengthen the community as a student leader?
As a leader, what I want for is to serve and lead the student body. So in order to build a trust, a great connection with the student body, we just have to know what do you call this? Address to their concern. We just have to look where they are coming from and try our best to communicate with the administration and the higher ups in order to address these concerns and address this concern. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let us now proceed to the next question. It is from our live chat, Maui. Why do some student leaders agree with how the people are charged with major offenses can still run for the student council? Let me repeat the question. Why do some student leaders agree with how the people who are charged with major offenses can still run for the student council?
My answer is yes, because I believe that circumstances and that they can change for the better. People who aren't always going to be bad because they can convert themselves to be a good person. Yes.
Okay, let's hear first from the guy with the glasses.
So I believe that student leaders that agreed with students who have major offenses should become or should run for student leaders, because it is like what my fellow candidates said, that all people have the right to change, and that tends to believe that that's like all criminals will be forever criminals. They have a chance to change. They have a chance to become a better version of themselves. And those students who committed the major offenses, they probably think to themselves that we are different people, or we want to change for the better, and we want to become leaders. That's why student leaders tend to say yes when it comes to thing or to offenses to them run.
Thank you so much. What a great answer. Would anyone like to add? Okay.
To sum up their answers, I just want to say that major offenses can make them a less more of a person, because they can also change. They can vision something, and they can also speak up their experience becoming to our community, specifically to our students here in LaSalle University, and also they can make change to our society and community here in LaSalle University by expanding their experiences and change in our.
Thank you so much. Proceeding to the next question from Strange. What is your take in terms of the issues towards such an impassive gossip and actions towards a certain individual? I'm going to repeat the question. What's your take in terms of the issues such as gossip and actions towards a certain individual? Yes, the guy who raised first.
So I believe that gossip and other ways of communication is a natural. It's a natural way of human beings to speak. But I believe that if you have something to say to someone, you should say it in front of their face, not behind their backs, because this tends to nature where back talking and backstabbing is really a norm, which I really want to mitigate. Because if you talk behind someone's back, that is more of a cowardly saying or cowardly effective way to speak. So if you want to speak to someone, you should really speak it in front and into their face, because it is more valuable that way, and it is more the person or your respondent will be more what do you call it? They will take it even better, and then they will take it more personal, rather than if they heard it from someone or someone else, they would take it as they would take it as a more aggressive and more what do you call this? It's not a good way to say it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How about the candidate from the right side?
Can you repeat the question?
What's your take in terms of the issue of gossip towards a certain individual?
My
about a certain someone is this isn't a right thing to do because it is just stating that you are so-called insecure of that certain someone because you are just stating about someone, some gossips that may be below the belt and just too personal wherein can ruin someone's image, which is leading them to through like losing their confidence as a person and then changing others' perspective of them. It's not right because gossips are just an act of immaturity because but if you have something to say to that certain person, you have to confront them and not just say something about them because it is just making the situation worse. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very well said.
Let's have the girl who answered first, who raised her hand first.
My take on the issue is it is very wrong because one towards the other can really deter the spirit of the person that they are talking to. And what in my personal take about this is that we should start within ourselves. Our opinion doesn't have our opinion towards other people doesn't matter at the end of the day. What we should do is keep our opinions to ourselves because the start should start between us. Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Would you like to add?
So I would like to add that gossiping is not right, and I just wanted to give some advices wherein please be more sensitive of what opinions you have to that certain person, and be more open to them, not just by gossiping to other people about your opinion on them, and be more sensitive enough on your actions and be more responsible, because at the end of the day, you're the one who are ruining yourself, not the other one. And then I just want to advise that be more sensitive on people's opinion, because at the end of the day, you cannot gossip them, because other people cannot take a good actions, and then they can also misinterpret your opinions, your ideas on their main ideas, and then everybody cannot take your opinions and your standard expectations someone because of gossiping.
Okay, thank you candidates for answering. Let us now proceed to our third question from Samantha Isabel Kalinga. May she ask the other students who don't agree with how students can voice out their wish to change the dress code. Can I ask the other students who don't agree with how students can't voice out their wish to change the dress code? Yes.
I believe that school is a place for formality and a place to learn. So there's no need to change the dress code so that we can be formal with the teachers, with the staff, and with our fellow students. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have you. Sorry. The guy in black.
I actually don't believe that we should really change the dress code of our university due to the fact that our uniforms are actually what symbolizes us as LaSallians. It's a very iconic to our school. The green necktie, the green skirt, and of course our signature polos, our signature uniforms. I believe that if we were to change the dress codes of our institution, there wouldn't really be a LaSallian identity, if I were to say correctly. Of course, we would lose our identity, and of course, I believe that we would have we don't have any clothing or any medium that we can wear to identify ourselves as LaSallians. That is why uniforms and LaSallian shirts were created so that we can be identified as LaSallians. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have your answer.
I'd like to oppose not fully, but I would like to say that being a LaSallian doesn't mean that you have to strictly follow the uniforms that are provided. But for me, we should be able to express who we truly are, but with limitations. So it doesn't mean that we have to rehash the uniforms. It just means what I'm saying is that we can put our own that's practically what I'm saying.
Thank you so much. Now let us proceed to the next question. How do you handle criticism or feedback, and how do you use it to improve your leadership? Let's hear from the candidate on the left side.
I think for me, using criticism is a way for inspiration. Criticism can change a person. Using it as a motivation to be a better person can change.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to answer? Yes, you.
Okay, so I believe that criticism is a stepping block, or it is a stepping stone for the betterment of ourselves. Not only that we should take criticism personally, we shouldn't take criticism personally. Take it more of a learning rather than an insultment, because we put ourselves in a position where we need to get criticized, because as students we are only we have much to learn, and then those criticisms can help us become more informative and become a better version of ourselves. So we shouldn't take criticism, rather than we should take it as a stepping stone.
I admit that not all student leaders are perfect. We all have our imperfections because we are human beings. But I actually believe that we should take criticisms as sort of suggestions on how to become better. Referring to one of the sayings that I've heard before is, the government is from the people, by the people, and for the people. That's why we should change for the better, and we should excel at serving the people and serving the cause. Thank you.
Okay. Let us now proceed to the next question. What is your take on students who are currently experiencing pressure because of their goal to get the gold?
Yes. So as a student who is also pressured to getting with highest honors, I believe that we should take this pressure as inspiration rather than a pressure that is negative. Because when to make diamonds, we need to pressurize carbons. That's what we are. We are carbon atoms. We need to be pressurized, and we need to experience what do you call this? We need to experience pressure, and we need to experience what it's like to be to have many things to be bombarded. We can have those learnings to our, and then lastly, we need to use this pressure as more of a fuel, so that we can skyrocket to our goals. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Reminding everyone that everyone answer.
Actually, that I find this question actually very relatable. As what my fellow candidate actually said. I'm also actually striving to become a consistent honor. Peer pressure, and of course the pressure from our parents, the school, and of course the high demands of our institution is it actually takes a toll on our mentality. But I actually think that we should not take this to heart. From my grade 11 PE classes, I actually learned of a term called eustress, where we actually take stress into a positive manner and use it as motivation to push forward. I think this is actually a factor that all of us students need to attain to become better, to become future hiring social, future aspiring, functional members of our society. Thank you.
In the previous one who answered.
My opinion about pressure is don't intake pressure too much, and don't be too hard for yourself upon like striving for success, and give that or make that as an inspiration and motivation, because at the end of the day you yourself can attain that responsibility. And I just want to say that pressure is normal for us students, and because becoming a student is not and taking or having that anxiety, trials, consequences in our learning environment and to our fellow students is not that easy. We also have that capabilities that we are lack of confidence on expanding ourselves or opening ourselves to other people. And don't pressure yourself, because at the end of the day there is this silver lining ahead of us, and there is this bright side ahead of us, to be more positive upon and taking that pressure as a motivation and inspiration in our life for a better future and a better person in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates, in sharing your answers. And now, we have finally reached the end of our forum. May we call on Chief Magistrate, Ms. Kyra Zamoranos, for her closing remarks.
So first of all, the Avance 2024, for 2 years we've been working to have students more involved in the meeting the Avance 2024, and we're happy that the student body is watching this live at real time, and that's one of our success. However, we truly apologize for the delay earlier, but it the body from truly understanding the essence of this meeting the Avance, and how these students here right now, these future student leaders, can express to you their ideas, their ideologies, whatever visions they have for the future of our university or for the future of our school. I would like to thank the people behind this meeting the Avance. I would like to thank the Judiciary Assembly. I would like to thank the Student Coordinating Council. I would like to thank our Student Coordinating Council, be it Associate Ms. Sheila May B. Pelago. I would like to thank Mr. Christopher G. Noronio for helping us make this meeting the Avance possible. I would like to thank our esteemed panel members for being here today and for sharing to us their expertise and for sharing their knowledge with these future years. I hope that everyone will continue to participate in an important democratic process such as this, which will truly help the coordinating council better or continue to become better. So don't forget to cast your votes on the elections on August 27 to 30. So thank you very much, and I hope that you have a great meeting the Avance 2024.
Now, we are requesting the students who are currently watching to please scan the QR code flash.
For your presence. Remember that leadership is not about being in the spotlight. It's about making others shine. Our
that this provides the assurance you need to believe and trust these inspired student leaders to serve you and be your voice. Once again, I am Adam Aligrado.
And I am Shenriz Corasma. This has been Harapan Meeting the Avance 2024. Animal Lasal.